Hello, hello. We are coming from my hotel room here in Seattle. I've decided that I need to create something. Halloween is coming up, and I don't have anything quite spooky in my my journal yet. So we're gonna create something. I hope. I have some really cute dashboards from SerilynArts. I have some of her different stickers as well. I have no idea which ones I'm going to use yet. I just kind of pulled out anything I had set aside for Halloween. I have a Live Love Posh that I might use. They don't quite go color-wise, but I kind of like them. So we might end up using some of those. I may go in the complete opposite direction and do something with that color combination. We're gonna kind of see what I come up with first. But what I was thinking of doing is creating a window situation where we have here, then a window, and here, this one. So you can see both, possibly, but then I don't know what to do for decoration because there's only going to be like a little tiny baby border. So if I did that, I could then just do some more pages with some of that. But I kind of really want to create a window where you have like the path up to the house, and then you have the house itself. But what if maybe I put in, we're just gonna do it that way. Okay, let me find, I thought I had a pencil with me, but it does not look like I do. I just have a pen. That will work though. So if I get it kind of lined up where I think I want it, and if I just do a little mark here and here, hopefully the tape I use will cover it up. But I was also thinking of outlining it in this, which is pretty thick. What if we, oh, that's really thick. Okay, let's find the cutter and a straight edge. And that did not mark it there. That is funny. Okay, that's okay. And these are actually not the same size, I don't think. That's okay too. So if I just go here and here, I believe I didn't notice that didn't mark earlier. It still didn't mark on the one side. I'm just getting the edge of the sticker, aren't I? Let's try that again. Here and here. Ugh. Okay, fine. We're gonna go here. Set that over there to the side. And I think we're gonna come in a ways because I can always cut more. So if I come in 2 and I go up 2, so I think we're gonna go to there. Yeah. And I guess so. So I got here. And to there. And let's connect the dots. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I am in Seattle for work. Got I'm just here for a very short window of time, Tuesday through Thursday. I left my house at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Today's now Wednesday. Apparently I didn't cut through hard enough. That's okay. Let's see which parts did or did not. And if they'll just come apart maybe, or not. Okay. Anyway, so I left my house Tuesday morning at 6. Got to Seattle about 10:30. Got into the office and just started my meeting schedule, which was fine. I expected it. One thing I forgot was lunch. Luckily, I had snacks with me. So I had some, oh, that is not working the way I wanted it to. I had beef jerky and some crackers, so I had like something, but I get hangry really, really easily. So luckily, the beef jerky kind of got me through the day, but it was a little touch and go there for a little bit. And if we stick on this, oops, excuse me, my light has decided to apparently cut out. Cool. Ooh, that probably was not awesome. I apologize for my lighting situation. I wonder if I cut this in half. I think I'm going to have to. So we're going to set that aside. We are going to get this. And let's see how much of this we can cut in half. I think if I line this up on here and try to cut on that middle line, I think that will be half. I guess we'll find out here in a moment. Oh, and I just totally moved it. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, we're gonna have to potentially hold it stiller. Is that even a word? Like Ben Stiller, maybe? Okay, so it left off right there. Let's see if I can hold this and not move it this time. Maybe. Tuesday at work was perfectly fine. There were a lot of meetings. One of them later than I'm used to, which was fine. I don't have a whole lot of other things to do while I'm here in town, so I did do some filming last night. Obviously I'm gonna do some more filming today. I don't know how much I really need, so I'm gonna keep going. Today at work was really meeting heavy. The morning wasn't too bad, but the afternoon, well, basically from 11:30 to 3:30, I had back-to-backs, which is never fun. Part of that though, we did have a lunch, which was nice. We had a new person start. One of the reasons why I'm here. We have someone new to the team starting. So I came in because we typically do a team lunch when we have someone new come in. That way everybody can get to know each other. This particular person is going to end up taking 2 members of my team. I have had, I guess, 2 different teams. They do different things. This particular person coming in is going to take over one of those teams. So he's taking 2 of my people. I'm kind of sad. I get, you know, very attached to my people, but it is, it's needed. It is a good way to, I wish I had scissors. We're going to, okay. It's a change that the team needs. He's being brought in for some very good reasons. It's just always kind of sad to lose a couple of your team members, but it'll be good. Gosh darn it, it was a part. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here, and I do try to come over every couple months just to see the entire team in person. Okay, and now I started measuring over there, but I'm going to do this side because it seems easier to get to at this particular moment in time. Yeah, I really did not cut that straight. Okay, and then we'll end up trimming here in a moment. Where did I leave off? Which side is smaller than the other? Oh gosh. Whoop. So if I trim it about there. Very careful. I don't know if I'm in frame. Apologies. Anyway, so lots of meetings today. After the meeting, I needed to run to the store. So I went to the store, got a couple things. And then I decided I wanted to try something different for dinner. So I tried Jollibees. They had a drive-through, which was amazing. However, I get a little anxious when I don't know really what I'm wanting to order or new to a menu. Normally I look at the menu first. I did not do that. So in the drive-thru, I'm like, blah, 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 I don't know really what I want. So I ended up just getting a 2-piece chicken, like a meal, and it came with your choice of a side, a beverage, and a dessert. I'm not really a fruit person. They had some sort of fruit pie and an ube pie. I've never had ube before, so I decided to try it. Well, I can say I've tried it. I think it was a texture thing for me. I didn't like the texture inside. And my side, I wanted mashed potatoes, no gravy. I'm not a huge gravy fan. But of course, they took my no gravy as extra gravy. Oh, I just folded that over. So my mashed potatoes had gravy and then an extra side of gravy. So those did not get eaten. And I had noticed this before I got too very far away. So on the way back to my hotel, there's a McDonald's, and I wanted a boo bucket, so I stopped and got a kid's meal, which was perfectly lovely. I didn't eat much of it because the chicken, it came with 2 pieces of chicken. That did not come out very well. And for me, that's a bit of food. So let's try to clean some of this up here. When I get home, I'm gonna have to try to, yeah, I really don't like the way that looks. Well, we're gonna have to live with that. Maybe I can put a sticker over it. Anyway, so I got my boo bucket for the year though. Anybody else, one of those adults who need their boo bucket fix when it's that time of year? It will end up sticking around the house for a while, and then I'll be like, yeah, I don't really need this, so it will go away. I'll end up for a little bit just using it for something miscellaneous around the house, and then it will end up disappearing, I'm sure. But for now, I can say I got my yearly boo bucket. Whoops, there we go. Tell me, do you have a Jollibees by you? Like, the chicken was okay. I think they're known for like spaghetti with hot dogs in it. Is that true? Someone educate me on Jollibees. Maybe, do I need to try it the next time I'm here? Do I just say, no, you've already tried it, you don't need to try it again? Is there something particular I should be going for from Jollibees? The Diet Pepsi was phenomenal. Oops, let me just cut through the page a little bit. Okay, I did that wrong. Let's see if I can get that up. There we go. Okay, and I got the one below it. Maybe. It may just be stuck there forever. Or I'm going at it the wrong way. I cannot tell. So I think this one was on top of it. So it should be right here maybe? On the struggle bus, so we may just leave it for now. Okay. Let's just make sure I have it right. Oh, I want to do the other side too. Okay, cool. Let's do the other side while I'm thinking about it. Because we have quite a bit here, so that's not a problem. Let's we'll go this way. So tomorrow tomorrow at work, I've got a busy meeting morning, which is, that's just part of my life. Meetings, and more meetings. But then, so my team, what's left of my team, the two members that are going to be joining the team of the new gentleman, and then two others who are joining the new gentleman's team are going to go out for a lunch. Yes, we all had lunch today. However, we're going to go out kind of as a group. So the new person, his name is Robert. He seems like a very nice guy. His team and my team will be working kind of closely together. So we're gonna, it's like not a team building lunch, but a little more outside of the rest of the department. Just, you know, a little more get to know you kind of thing. Today's lunch was only half an hour. Tomorrow's lunch, I think, was scheduled an hour and a half. Today's was in the building. We had sandwiches brought in, and tomorrow we're actually going to a restaurant to kind of get away from the building, get away from everybody else, just having some, you know, kind of team time, I guess. Even though today was team time as well, just with the rest of the team. I really like that washi. That is really cute. So anyway, after that lunch, gosh darn it, Karen, like, yeah. After that lunch, I am getting in my car and I'm driving home. I think lunch gets over at 1, so that will put me home, depending on traffic, Oh, I should have gotten fuel today. Gosh darn it. I was going to get fuel after I got dinner, because once I get back to the hotel, I do not want to leave again. The parking here is valet only. I hate to ask the valet guys to go get my car after I've already been here. So when I'm here, unless it's somewhere that I can just, you know, kind of walk to. We're going to have to cut just a smidge more of that. Where's my cutting mat? It's right here. Anyway, so after lunch, I am going to, how much more do I need? Not a whole lot more. I am going to head home. I should get home probably about, let's see, it's about 4 hours in really good traffic. So maybe, sorry, I'm really concentrating here apparently. Probably between 5:30 or so, I'm hoping. Not too terribly bad. Okay. And then Friday, I will work in my normal office, where I will stay for a while. We have, you know, traveled all of last week away from home. I was back in my normal office for 1 whole day, traveling some more, so it'll be very nice to be back in my own space. Like when I come over here for work, everybody's very accommodating. I used to have access to an office, but that is now going to be the office of the new gentleman who just started, which makes sense, because why hold an office just for the few times a year? I'm probably gonna regret this. So let's be smart. Let's see if I can cut more of this, because it's just a little bit off. Probably should grab. Okay, let's see how that worked. Eek. Anyway, so the office situation, I'm glad he has a space, because with his role, you know, he'll need a door to close and have his meetings and all of that fun stuff. And since I don't come over, you know, I'm not there constantly, I don't need an office just held for me. So this time though, one of the gentlemen who's in our department, he is actually on a 2-week vacation visiting his daughter. He does have an office, so I asked if I could take his space while he was gone, and he said yes, which is fantastic. So I had a lovely, oh, I gotta trim that still, a lovely space to work in while I'm here for some time, which is very lovely. I had said lovely how many times now? But it'll be nice to be back in my own, oh gosh darn it, my own space. At least for, I don't know, 3 weeks, I think. And then I go in for surgery. I am having, I don't know if I cut that at all. Kind of. Okay, bear with me one moment here. I'm trying to get my act together. Okay, that one cut. Having the same issue where I can't find where it peels off from. Eek. Right here maybe. Okay, almost got it. And now just need to get through that part. And cut through all the way, apparently. Let's see. And keep moving it. Anyway, I have to go in for thyroid surgery. Oh, I really do not like that. So we are going to potentially do this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my thyroid, with the exception of they are too big and growing. And we don't know why they're growing. So to be safe, we are going to have them removed so they do not block my ability to, you know, breathe or swallow or any of the important things that we all have to do on a regular basis. One of them is 10 times as large as it's supposed to be, which just fascinates me for some reason. And the other one, though, is only 3 times as big. So, you know, there's that. I originally only took off like 3 days. Talked to the surgeon, and he's like, no. You're gonna need more, like at least a week of recoup before you go back to work. And I'm like, bummer. So I had to tell my boss, yeah, sorry, I need to take 3 days. Hopefully this doesn't jar the camera. If it does, I apologize. I need to take, wait, that's the one I just cut. I'm a hot mess over here. Jeez. I'm gonna see if we can do that without that. Maybe. Anyway, I need to take 3 days the week before Thanksgiving. And then apparently I'm taking off the entire week of Thanksgiving. Yeah, don't know how I'm gonna feel. We're just gonna take it day by day. Whatever happens, happens. If anybody's had thyroid surgery, drop me a comment. How did it go? What did it feel like? How was your recovery? I have spent many nights in a hospital. However, I have never been the one that has been in the hospital bed. I've always been on the side of being with someone who's been in the hospital bed. So, like that right there, look how beautiful that turned out. That is amazing. I'm very proud of that, and not so much of that one or that one. So some things are beautiful, some things are not. That's okay. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out about that part. Spending the night in the hospital, but it's just as a precaution. I'm sure everything will be fine. Oops. Well, there's that part. Now let's see if I can adjust it. So yeah, I feel like I've been taking up a lot of work lately. Which, you know, I have it all coming to me. I've been here for a very, very long time. I have the sick time. If I need to, I have some vacation time I can still dig into. And like I was talking to, I call her my boss's boss. She used to be my boss until we brought in the gentleman who's my boss now. And she's like, take the time that you need to take. Don't worry about the team. I'm a little bit of a worrywart. You know, they will be in good hands. They are, you know, perfectly capable of taking care of themselves for a few days while I recoup. And I totally know that. It's just that I will still worry about them. Luckily, the holiday season, you know, around that time, it gets pretty slow. That is cute. That too is cute. Do I want to move over some? Oh, look at that. Now, I also still have to figure out how I'm going to decorate around here. Do I use the same washi? I feel like it's too large. I should move that out of the way. I do have some, let's see if I can find it. I do have some black washi. I wish it was darker, that I could use as a border. Or, wish I had some really, really thin black washi. I have these. Maybe I could use that purple. Let's use, I just got this, so they're all still kind of stuck together. Let's take, okay, we're gonna go back to here. This one, I think we might use this dark one. Maybe. Let's just tear them all apart. And let's go back to, where did I want these again? I kind of want to see more of the house. So if we move it to there, okay. So we're like 1 and a partial up. This is a sticker. Actually, I think it's a sticker. Yay. I'm gonna say we're about to find out, but it is indeed a sticker. These are from SerilynArts. I think what we're going to do is not peel that off all the way just yet. We are going to peel off some of it so I can potentially line it up where I want it. And I think okay. I think that's about where I want it. And if it's not, well, c'est la vie. Okay, let's throw that away. Let's see how it turned out. It's crooked, but I do see the house. I don't know how I got that scratch in there, but that's okay. That's cute. I like that. I wonder if I have some bats we could put around there. That'd be cute. Okay, now how about this one? That looks kind of good right there. Okay. Again, we're gonna take, okay, hold on. 3. Is it gonna be exactly where I just talked about? Probably not. Is it gonna be close? Yeah, close enough. If I can get it off here. Huh. You have to break out a cutter. Usually this comes off pretty easily. Okay. Bloop. Now, where did I say I roughly wanted it? Cradle. Sure. I think said here, but it's definitely crooked. We are now committed. Okay, let's flip it back that way. Sorry for bumping the camera. My apologies. What do we think? It just needs some deco around there. And I need to work on getting my cuts, or maybe it's just how I covered the cuts to make it look a little nicer. That's okay. So let's see. What color do I potentially want to use? I think we're going to start with this one. Just see what it looks like first. And luckily this is not to secure it. It is just to give it, oh, I just thought of something. What if I doubled some of these up? You know, did more than one color. Let's give it a shot. Give it a little pop of color because they are so thin. And maybe it just needs to be a different color combo. That's not horrible. What if let's experiment. Okay, those are the two we just did. On this one, let's go for this one. I can find the edge right there. Cute. There we go. Like I was saying, this is not here to stick it down, which is great. It is just to give it a little border. I actually really like that darker one. Let's see what this one looks like as a contrast. I think I almost like this one, but I don't. Well, I could take this one up and use it back over here. I feel like this video is going to be 8 million hours long, but that's sometimes just the way the process works, right? And since I do not yet know how to edit, it is what it is. Okay. Take you, line you up beside it. And here, this one might not get a double unless I bring this one in more, which we can. Eek. Then it's this one. Okay, let's do a little trimming. Wait, got one more. Gotta finish this side. That is that the same color? Yeah, okay. The lighting in here is not the greatest as well, so trying to distinguish these colors apparently is throwing me for a loop. That was the book, not something else. Okay, now let's see if we can cut through these. There's that one, and that one, and that one. That's why they make them so much longer. I always wondered why some other creators made their pieces so much longer, but now I get it, because it was easy with especially something as thin as this, just to pull it out instead of trying to lift it up and move it. Very, very smart. Let's see if I can line this up. So, big one, little ones. There we go. And to get those back down, hopefully nice and neat-ish. Let's try to get some of this off my fingers. Or not. Okay, apparently it's just gonna stick there. That's fine. Okay, now this side, that's bothering me now. Let's not use the sharp edge. There we go. Cool. This one I may just have to freehand because of just where it is. Okay. I have these. Oh, except I didn't cut all the way through it. Okay. Well, back like that. And cut. And this one, do the same thing. Yay. Smooth that down. I'll go this one. Try to get those off there. Yoink. Nope. Okay. Cut. I'm gonna find purple washi all stuck to my hands later. There we go. Okay. Let's get that off there. Besides where it's crooked, it's not bad. That's kind of cute. Now let's finish this side. I apologize again if I keep getting out of frame. Whoop. Okay. And this side. And this side. We're gonna go this one, I think. If we weren't, we are now. I don't know why I just thought of this, but I had a great conversation with one of my team members today about planners and how one of his doctors has suggested that he actually starts to paper plan to help out with some of his anxiety. And I'm like, hey, anytime you want to talk about planners, you let me know. I am definitely a planner person, and I will help answer any questions that you could possibly have regarding planners. So we had a brief conversation today about like how I use my planner, and obviously this isn't my planner. This is a creative outlook right here. Outlet, not outlook. I have a couple different planners I use. My one for work is my Hobonichi cousin, and it also has you know, home life in it too, but it's mainly for work. And you know, as he and I were talking, I'm like, that is probably a little too much for you. You probably just need a simple, like almost even just a notebook to jot down your thoughts. And you know, we talked about how do I use both a paper planner and, like, you know, my Outlook calendar for work, because that has all of my, you know, work schedule, all of that fun stuff. And one of the things I told him is basically I rely on both of them. Work calendar is a very visual way for me to see, you know, my day electronically. The paper is a way for me to physically write it, and that helps me kind of remember what's going on with my day. And he asked me, well, doesn't it seem redundant? I go, well, certain things do, sure, but I have noticed if I only have my schedule and all of my appointments in my Outlook calendar for work, I don't remember them as well as if I have also written them in my planner. And my planner is I also use for notes and, you know, ideas, just things that kind of come to mind, future planning, you know, of tasks that we have to get done, general reminders that don't need like a time on my calendar. It could be something that's coming up that we have to start planning for, you know, that kind of thing. So it was a really good conversation with him today. I think what he's going to do though is just start out with a simple notebook. I said, yep, that works. You know, even if it's just jotting down your tasks that you know, you have coming up to help get it out of your brain, or, you know, something that you've thought about, like, ooh, I have to talk to Karen about X, Y, and Z, or, you know, something like that. Maybe it will just help your brain relax a little bit. This is really, really cute. And it looks like we are almost at an hour. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop and think about how I want to use these Probably not here. I am going to look through here to see if there's any maybe deco I could use to kind of spruce it up a little bit. But I really like that. I think that's cute. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Leave me, you know, a comment. Tell me about jelly bees. Tell me what planner you use. Tell me all the things. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you have not, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.